Good morning. Are you Stephanie Martin?
Yes, ma'am.
Give me just a second, please. Will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment in each case?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Martin, and cause number 20. Let's see where am I start? Which one's being dismissed?
It's ending in 247, Judge.
And cause number 24, DCCR 0248. You're charged with the state jail felony offense of possession of a controlled substance from October 1st of 2023. The indictment alleges that you were previously convicted of possession of a controlled substance August 24th of 2015. And then after that was final, you were convicted of possession of a controlled substance April 11th of 2016, and also convicted of fraudulent use of identifying information on April 11th of 2016. And how do you plead to that charge?
Guilty.
And are those prior offenses true?
Yes, ma'am.
And then in cause number 23, DCCR 1850, you're charged also with the state jail felony offense of theft with previous convictions. Well, not also, but in that case, that's what you're charged with. And that's from July 14th of 2023. The indictment alleges you were previously convicted of theft August 14th of 2001, March 15th of 2006, September 8th of 2014, August 24th of 2015, April 11th of 2016, July 31st of 2018, January 28th of 2019, and then the indictment alleges those three prior other offenses of the possession of a controlled substance in two cases and that fraudulent use of identifying information. And how do you plead to that charge?
Guilty.
And are all of those prior convictions true?
Yes, ma'am.
In cause number 250376, you're charged with the state jail felony offense of theft of property with previous convictions. This offense date is from February 7th of 2025. It alleges all of those same prior theft offenses as well as the same prior state jail felony offenses. And how do you plead to that charge?
Guilty.
And again, are those prior convictions true?
Yes, ma'am.
And then finally, in cause number 250375, you're charged with the state jail felony offense of theft with previous theft convictions, and this is from February 18th of 2025. It also alleges all of those same prior theft cases as well as those other prior state jail felony cases, convictions. And how do you plead to that charge?
Guilty.
And again, are all of those prior convictions true?
Yes, ma'am.
In each of these cases, did you enter your pleas of guilty and true freely and voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you plead guilty in each case because you actually did what they've charged you with?
Yes, ma'am.
In all of these cases, I have here on the computer some documents that have your signature on them that the state has marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Ms. Holmes?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you fully understand them?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand, if I follow the agreements that you've made with the district attorney, that you will be waiving or giving up any right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
Also, do you understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law?
Yes, ma'am.
State tenders number 1 in each case.
No objection.
It's admitted in each case. Is there any evidence that Ms. Martin is not competent?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Martin, in each of your cases, I'm going to find that you entered your pleas of guilty freely and voluntarily, find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequences of those pleas. In cause number 250375, find sorry, I'm so good, okay. And 735, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time find you guilty of the state jail felony offense of theft with prior convictions. Find all of the prior convictions true. Sentence you in accordance with your agreement to a term of 7 years in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Corrections. You will receive credit on that sentence for any time that you've been in custody that the law gives you the right to receive. And cause number 250376, also find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time find you guilty of theft with previous convictions. Find all of the previous convictions true. Sentence you in accordance with your agreement to a term of 7 years in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Corrections. You will also receive credit on that sentence for any time that you've been in custody that the law gives you the right to receive. Clause number 23, DCCR 1850, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time find you guilty of the state jail felony offense of theft with previous convictions. Find all those prior convictions true. Sentence you in accordance with your agreement to a term of 7 years in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Corrections. You will also receive credit for that on that sentence for any time that you've been in custody that the law gives you the right to receive. And cause number 24, DCCR 0248, also find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time find you guilty of the state jail felony offense of possession of a controlled substance. Find all of those prior convictions true. Sentence you in accordance with your agreement to a term of 7 years in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Corrections. You will also receive credit on that sentence for any time that you've been in custody that the law gives you the right to receive. These will all run concurrently, which means together at the same time.
So are we doing all this?
All of it runs at the same time, yes ma'am. I will also sign a dismissal in 24 DCCR 0247 as part of that agreement.
Your Honor, if I may, I'm sorry.
Yes, sir.
The plea also contemplates the declination of prosecution of the unfiled possession of a controlled substance that appears in BPD number 20250029990.
So the state has also, as part of this agreement, agreed not to pursue that specific case. Do you understand? So there's another possession case out there that Beaumont PD has, but that they haven't, either the labs haven't been done or whatever, it hasn't been indicted yet. What they're saying is they're not going to pursue that case. So it will not be indicted. You're not going to have to come back here and take care of that case. It's kind of like it's being dismissed before it really gets indicted. Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did I print all 4?
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to hand you in all 4 of these cases the trial court certifications that shows these were agreements that I followed, and so you've waived your right to appeal. I have also handed you a written admonishment regarding your ineligibility to possess a firearm or ammunition. Because of the judgments entered against you, you're ineligible under Texas law to possess a firearm or ammunition. Possession of a firearm or ammunition could lead to charges against you. Firearm is a legal term, and you should read the written admonishments I provide you to see what devices qualify as a firearm. If you have questions about the laws that make you ineligible to possess a firearm or ammunition, or about how long that lasts, you can talk to Ms. Holmes. Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry, can I say one? Those are my kids right there. Can I just tell them bye?
From here, yes,
I'm
ma'am.
sorry I let y'all down. And I will say y'all when I come home, okay? You good. I love you, man. My birthday tomorrow. I love you.
So, Ms. St. Clair, the thing to do is to take advantage of any opportunity you have while you're in custody, so that when you do get out, you can be a part of their lives, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
See y'all in 2.5.
That's Jacqueline, yes. All right, good morning. Are you Tyrron Henderson? And will your client waive the formal reading of the motions and the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
Just a second. Oh, God, hold on, I'm pulled up the wrong one. Go paperless, they said.
I remember in the old days, we just voted on.
I would have already been done.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Henderson, in cause number 25 DCCR 0520, you're charged with the third-degree felony offense of evading arrest or detention with the use of a vehicle from March 23rd of 2025. And how do you plead to that charge? Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? And are you pleading guilty because you actually did what they charged you with? In that case, I have here on the computer some documents that have your signature on them that the state has marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Rennick? Do you fully understand them? And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney, that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal?
Yes.
And it looks like the agreement is for a 10-year term in prison, but that would be probated for 10 years. Is that your, and it would run...
That's an error, Judge. That's an.
There's no
NCRP.
concurrently,
Yeah,
okay.
there's no.
So, I'm gonna make that, mark
Yeah,
that out.
was my mistake.
And then I guess the agreement then on the others is to continue probation.
With ISF cognitive. That was actually all of the judge.
Okay. Oh, this one as well.
Yes.
Can I make that
Yes,
notation?
please, Judge. I apologize for that.
So the agreement is also, if I follow it, that you would enter and successfully complete the cognitive track of the ISF program. Is that your understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Also, do you understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law?
Yes, ma'am.
State tenders number 1.
No objection, Your Honor.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Mr. Henderson is not competent?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Henderson, in 250520, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequences of your plea. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. I am going to reset your case for sentencing. I want to get some more information about what's been going on and get an updated pre-sentence report, find out more information about this case and also what's been going on probation, and we'll come back later for sentencing. And can you double check? I don't see any, so I'm assuming there weren't any. If you didn't give it to me yesterday. It's perfect. We'll talk about that in a second. All right, then, Mr. Henderson, in cause number 2138934, I have a motion to revoke your unadjudicated probation. This shows that you were placed on probation August 1st of 2022 for the offense of evading arrest with a vehicle, and that was a 5-year deferred probation. Is that correct? Answer out loud, okay? And then in cause number 2239131, I also have a motion to revoke your unadjudicated probation. Shows that you were placed on probation August 1st of 2022 for the state jail felony offense of unauthorized use of a vehicle. That was also a 5-year deferred probation. Is that correct? And then finally, in 230899, I have a motion to revoke your community supervision. This shows that you were placed on probation November 27th of 2023 for theft of a property, state jail felony, and that was a 2-year term in the state jail prison, probated for 5 years. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Each of these motions allege that you violated your probation. Count 1, and each of these motions allege that you were arrested for the offense of evading arrest or detention with a vehicle March 23rd of 2025. And is that true or not true? Count 2 alleges that you were arrested for the offense of reckless driving March 23rd of 2025. And is that true or not true? Count 3 alleges that you have not provided verification of performing the community service hours as required. Is that true or not true? Count 4 alleges that you were at a location other than your residence at approximately 3:35 a.m. March 23rd of 2025. And is that true or not true?
Judge, that's sufficient for the staff.
I think I'm going to keep going. I've got some concerns on this. Count 5, thank you though. Count 5 alleges that you did not provide verification of complete, well, hold on a second. Count 5, oh, they're different. Count 4 in 2 of the cases and count 5 in the other alleges that you failed to provide verification of completing the theft prevention class. Is that true or not true?
It's
And then count 6 in each case alleges you're behind in your court-assessed fees. And is that true or not true? Did you enter your pleas of true to counts 1 through 6 in each of these motions freely and voluntarily? And did you plead true to those allegations because they're all actually true? In each of these cases, I also have some documents here on the computer that have your signature on them that the state's marked as Exhibit Number 1. Did you also go over all of these with Mr. Rennick?
Yes, ma'am.
And you fully understand them? And it looks like the agreement in all of these is for me to continue you on probation and order that you enter and successfully complete the ISF cognitive track. Is that your understanding? State tenders number 1.
There's no objection.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence again that Mr. Henderson's not competent?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Henderson, in each of these cases, I'm going to find that you entered your pleas of true to counts 1 through 6 freely and voluntarily. Find those counts true, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty in 2 of the cases and revoke your probation, and then revoke your probation in the other case. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to reset your cases for an updated pre-sentence report, and then we'll come back at a later date to see if I'm going to accept these plea agreements or not. I do have some current concerns, obviously. I'm sure y'all know. I mean, we've got 2 felony probations from 2022, and then that theft, was that committed while he was on probation?
It was
From prior?
prior, he had stolen the dirt bike, I believe, Judge. And that's what always revolved the dirt bike.
But one of them wasn't indicted till much later? So we've got the 2 cases, the evading arrest and the unauthorized use of a vehicle. Those are both from 2022. Then we've got a theft of property from 2023 that he was put on a straight probation for. So we'll get it all figured out with the pre-sentence report, but it looks like,
That was a tailgate that was stolen from Ranger Chevrolet in Orange, but he helped in recovering that.
so he was on,
It was
So-
indicted later.
but it was an offense, when was the offense date?
I thought the one that was
That would be 23, I mean, well, no, that's the indictment date.
February 2nd of 23.
Okay, so on 2 felony probations, committed another felony, got an opportunity, now we have another felony. So I want to see what all's been going on before I accept these plea agreements. I can tell you one thing that you are doing good and that I hope you continue to do, unlike everybody else probably around you and wherever you are, whichever dorm you're in, is I don't have any incident reports. On paper, it does not look like I should give you this opportunity. If you continue to do well, you have a much better chance of me going along with what they've proposed to me to do, all right? Okay, go back with the,
Judge, can I say one thing before we go?
Yes.
To his credit, we're actually here to make arguments. He's acknowledged to me the entire time, he realizes that he is not done what he's supposed to be doing. He's very